Now, the fall season is just a few days away, and of course, people know Parfum de Marly has some really strong fragrances, many of which are fantastic contenders for the fall and autumn season. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over the 10 best Parfum de Marly fragrances for the fall in the year 2023, so make sure to stay tuned. Before I begin today's episode and I tell you about these 10 amazing Parfum de Marly fragrances for the fall season, what makes them so great, I'll comment on the performance, the smell, and all that stuff. But I want to start the video off by saying if you're interested in watching more of these types of videos, fragrance-related content, subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. Let's go ahead and start the list. The first fragrance I want to talk about is Layton Exclusive. Now this is the darker sibling to Layton, right? I put this at the bottom of the list just because it's really heavy. I actually prefer to wear this one in the winter time, but of course you can wear this one in the autumn as well, just because it has some of those heavier facets in here. I would just go a little bit lighter on the trigger. You do have the apple, you have that vanillic resinous goodness, a little bit of agarwood in the dry down as well. It truly is exceptional. Look, if you're a fan of leather, I would also recommend Dolphin. Of course, this is kind of derivative. It smells similar to Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. This came out after Tuscan Leather and before Ombre Leather, if I'm not mistaken, because this is actually one of the older Parfum de Marly fragrances in the catalog, but this one does have that berry leather combination. And it's really good. It's super long lasting. The only drawback is that I do find it to be quite derivative, and it does smell very similar to Tuscan Leather. And I personally feel like that's a DNA that's been done a lot, but the performance is very good. Haltain is amazing. It's earthy, it's mossy, there's a touch of sweetness, there's this praline note in here. A lot of people say it reminds them of Baccarat Rouge. Not so much. It is kind of close to Oud for Greatness by Inicio Parfum though, which is right here. And I personally picked up on the similarities. This one is a little bit green and a little bit earthier. It used to be an exclusive for Harrods in London, but no more. Now you can find it at the boutique and in various other locations. Of course, we also have the original Layton, and of course it contains bergamot, mandarin, lavender, apple, violet jasmine, geranium, guaiac wood, patchouli, sandalwood, cardamom, vanilla, and pepper. The vanilla, the apple, the citrus in the opening, it's a beautiful, sensual, grown-up type of a fragrance, but it still has that flirtatious personality about it that I really enjoy, and it's one of the more versatile Marly fragrances. Of course, when it comes to versatility, I love Percival. The only thing is that with Percival, I prefer to wear it in the spring and summer. Of course, we also have Darley. This is the hidden gem from the brand. This one is a cross between, and I've said this before, Original Santal by Creed and Reflection for Men by Amouage. Kind of has a little bit of that Mont Blanc Individuel, which gets compared to the Creed fragrance I just mentioned, and it also has a little bit of like a Le Mans by Jean Paul Gaultier personality about it. Spicy, cinnamon, creamy sandalwood. It is beautiful. Touch of lavender as well. Super classy. Of course, we also have Carlisle. Carlisle is amazing. It's this creamy, rich vanilla fragrance, kind of gourmand, ambery. It's very smooth, it's warm, it's hypnotizing, it's sensual. Probably my favorite Marly fragrance ever. We also have one that is on that dark honey tobacco side of things, and of course that fragrance is Herod. Herod is amazing, right? I mean, it's rich, it's dark, it's mysterious. It's probably the most mysterious one out of all of these. Haltain is up there as well, but it has that praline note in here that makes it a little bit on the sweeter side of things. And of course, Dolphin as a leather-based fragrance. Of course, there's that enigmatic element about it, but Herod is amazing. Has been a fan favorite for such a long time, and I can totally see why it gets praised. Of course, we have the Blood Orange and Cinnamon King with some resins in here as well. That's Kalan. For a lot of people, this is going to be their number one fragrance for the autumn. I think it's highly personal. It's super subjective. I do enjoy Kalan. The lasting power is incredible. All of these fragrances are super long lasting. The longest lasting ones are Layton Exclusive so far. Dolphin is amazing, and Herod is amazing, but I also do enjoy the non-linearity of Kalan. It definitely evolves and shapes on your skin quite beautifully. You have to try it for yourself. Now, this is going to be the other potential #1 spot for a lot of people, and that is, of course, Owajan. Owajan smells like Killian's Angel Share. It smells like Manhattan by Roja Parfum. It also smells like Ambre Narguilé by Hermescence, or Hermes, part of the Hermescence line. So this one is kind of like a cinnamon apple pie. That's what people refer to it as. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's so rich and addictive, and I really, really love Owajan. But the fragrance that I put in the #1 spot, just because I've been finding myself wearing it so much recently, and I just love the way that it smells. It's hypnotizing, it's alluring, it's decadent, it's rich, it's creamy, it's sensual, it has the lasting power. It has a certain level of uniqueness that I really, really, really admire. There's vanilla, there's almond. It is this beautiful jasmine-y, you know, creamy, rich type of a fragrance with a touch of darkness in here. Of course, it's Pegasus Exclusive. We have Layton Exclusive. This one is Pegasus Exclusive. Pegasus is amazing. It smells like Dior's Hypnotic Poison. It has that jasmine, almond, vanilla thing happening in there. This one, it's darker, it's sweeter. It has more of an emphasis on the resins, the woods, and the dry down. It is one of Marly's best, and I remember the year it came out, I was so excited about it because Pegasus was one of my first acquisitions by this brand. So knowing that I finally had a darker alternative to that just made me so happy in the moment. Look, 10 favorite Parfum de Marly fragrances for the autumn. Of course, there's a new one coming out called Haltain. I think that's how it's pronounced. I know it has the umlaut on the I, or at least I think that's what it's called. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I look forward to covering the new Marly, which smells amazing, by the way. I had a chance to try it when I was attending a Father's Day event at the Marly Boutique at 805 Washington in Manhattan. And the managing director had a bottle with him, and it's amazing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe, hit the bell, give it a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.